brother, just my luck, we're lost.
What do you know? Company. Not often do you get any visitors here. Especially not from steam engines.
Percy gasped and looked around. Soon his eyes fell on a large diesel sitting off the rails. The brown paint on his side was stained with oil and grime, obscuring the pale yellow wasp stripes on his side. Sheets of rust-covered metal were piled on top of its roof. Despite this, the engine didn't look ready for scrapping, just incredibly filthy. Its face was in a soft frown, though by the look in its eyes, it was the same look Henry had before he was rebuilt. Sickly.
Hello. I didn't know there was anyone here. This place is so dark I couldn't see where I was going.
That's perfectly okay, Steamer. This place is very dark. They don't repair all their lights, so it's only fair you get lost. Wait right here while your crew figures out where you are. I'll keep you in good company till they return.
Percy's crew did just that, leaving Percy behind as they walked back to find the main office. A loud mechanical click made Percy look around in shock. It sounded so out of place.
What was that?
I didn't hear anything.
An uncomfortable silence soon fell upon the two engines before Percy decided to break it.
So, what's your name?
I have no real name. All I can remember of my past is I was once one of the strongest engines in my yard. 10 out of 10 for incredible strength. So you may call me 10.
Okay, 10. Hi, I'm Percy.
Percy, huh? A small name for a small engine.
What are you doing here? I thought diesels like you would be,
Out on the main line? I would be. But that's long past me now. As to why I'm here because I'm something the world doesn't want to remember. For some reason. Though I can't quite figure out why. Something they refuse to acknowledge. They created me for a purpose, and then suddenly they casted me aside, and all before I could fulfill my purpose. You know all about purpose, don't you, Steamer?
Percy wasn't really sure what 10 was getting at. He knew about purpose, sure, but it wasn't something he thought about regularly. 10 seemed to read Percy's thoughts as he responded again.
Purpose, my little friend, is what your role is in the world. We machines, we are clearly personified by our purpose. You, a small little tank engine meant to scamper around the yard. Me, a big, powerful diesel. 10 out of 10 for brutal strength. Meant to pull heavy trains. And yet purpose can change, can it?
Yes, it can. I had some friends on the mainland who went from useful to scrap in no time at all.
10 gave a dismissive grunt and continued.
Well, being such a kind engine that you are, perhaps you can assist me with regarding my purpose.
Before Percy could ask what that meant, his crew returned.
The path behind us is clear. We can just go back the way we came.
Percy sighed in relief. He was glad to be leaving 10 behind. As sickly and sad as he looked, there was something about him Percy just couldn't put his buffer on.
Looks like I better be off. Sorry, I don't think I can help you.
Oh, but you can. You can help me right now. If you just get a little bit closer.
If his driver hadn't had his hand on the regulator, he wouldn't have been able to move in time. Where Percy had been, a massive claw now rested, wrapped around the rails and sleepers, crushing them together as if they were nothing. It was rusty red, stained with oil and hydraulic fluid that dripped from corroded hoses and snaked back towards the roof of 10. Percy looked up at 10's face. There was no trace of the sickly, grumpy scrap engine. All he could see now was a monster. his brow furrowed in a scowl so deep it looked as if his face had cracked apart. Teeth gnashed, and eyes shriveled around predator-like, looking for prey. Soon they settled on the frightened steam engine.
Get back here! Get back here, you little insect! You little green vermin! You're mine! 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 Get back here! Get back here! You're mine! Mine, 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 mine! Get back here! Get back here!
Percy screamed and backed away. The massive arm and claws swung wildly around, smashing the ground, smoke billowed out of a flurry of exhaust pipes. Shadows flashed against the walls like mad as the screaming and roaring faded into the distance.